Port Deposit began in the early 18th century as a small settlement called Creswell's Ferry. Its real growth started around 1812 to 1813 when entrepreneurs realized the massive granite quarries along the Susquehanna River could supply high-quality building stone. The town was officially laid out in 1813 and named Port Deposit because ships would literally deposit and pick up cargo, especially granite, along the steep riverbank. Boom years as the granite capital of the world, 1820s, 1880s. During the 19th century, Port Deposit became one of the busiest river ports between Baltimore and the northern states. Enormous quantities of granite were shipped out for major projects including the U.S. Capitol columns, parts of the Brooklyn Bridge abutments, Fort Carroll, and countless Baltimore row houses. At its peak, more than 1,000 workers, many Irish and Welsh immigrants, lived in the town, and huge wooden chutes ran from the quarries down the cliffs to waiting schooners. Susquehanna River disasters and the coming of the railroad, 1840s, 1850s. The town suffered repeated devastating floods and ice gorge disasters, notably 1843, 1850, and the Great Ice Flood of 1852 that destroyed much of the waterfront. In 1854 the Philadelphia, Wilmington and Baltimore Railroad reached Port Deposit, shifting much commerce from riverboats to rail, but also ensuring the town stayed connected. The iconic 1859 Tome Gas Works, one of the oldest surviving in the U.S., was built to light the railroad station and streets. Civil War and strategic importance, 1861 to 1865. Because of its position on the Susquehanna and the railroad, Port Deposit was a key Union supply and troop movement point. The Paw Paw Tunnel rebels plotted, but failed, to burn the town's bridges in 1864. The U.S. Army established Camp Port Deposit here, and the famous Thomas Viaduct granite came from local quarries for railroad defenses, decline and preservation, late 19th to 21st century. After the granite boom faded in the 1890s, due to concrete and cheaper Western stone, Port Deposit became a quiet river town. The construction of Conowingo Dam, 1928, 7 miles downstream tamed the floods but ended commercial river traffic. In 1977 the entire downtown was placed on the National Register of Historic Places for its outstanding 19th-century granite architecture. Today it's a small, picturesque town of about 650 people known for its dramatic cliffside setting, historic buildings, and growing arts/tourism scene.